We are in Tribune Bay, a place that doesn't feel like anywhere else I've been. It feels tropical, like a vacation beach in Mexico. But this isn't Mexico. This is Hornby Island, a remote corner of British Columbia that somehow feels a world apart. So, how did we get here? And maybe more importantly, why are we here? Haley and I are restoring Thunderchild. That's our boat, our home, and it's an ongoing project. But you can't just work on a boat forever, you do have to live. You have to remind yourself why you're doing this in the first place. And so we left Gabriola. We decided to have some fun, use the boat. First stop was Pender Harbor for the wooden boat show. The kind of place where every plank and every rivet has a story. Then, we made our way to Powell River.
Whoa, my God.
Then north to Desolation Sound, the crown jewel of the coast. And after we'd soaked in enough salt and silence, we started pointing our bow south again. Gabriola, Pender Harbor, Powell River, Desolation Sound, Cortez, Comox, and now here, Tribune Bay. And where to next? Technically back to Gabriola, but as I would soon find out, the real journey wasn't even on the chart. Because along the way, two completely random events, chance encounters really, would send me down a path I never saw coming. A path that would connect every breadcrumb from this trip and ultimately lead to something entirely new. Something I didn't even know I was building.
Whoa, full breach! Did you see that?
No.
Whoa, right up ahead.
Oh, I see.
Dude, that was crazy.
First full breach you've seen?
Fucking right. Does it sound like I see full breaches all the time? Wow.
There are some voyages that announce themselves, loud, deliberate, plotted in ink. And then there's the other kind. The ones that begin like a tide beneath your keel, soft, unnoticed, yet pulling you all the same. We left Tribune Bay and turned Thunderchild south for Nanaimo. Once at anchor in Nanaimo, we would find Gypsy again, another Danish gaff ketch, kin to Ladyhawk, her hull carrying the scent of the same shipyard. But for now, we buddy boat with our friend Dale aboard his vessel Esperanza. I didn't realize it then as I hauled anchor and we left Tribune Bay. Zodiac, Grace, and the other boats still swinging quietly on their hooks. I didn't realize how much this whole YouTube thing and myself would change. For a long time, I thought YouTube was a place to share a story, to show people what you're doing, to prove how charming and challenging life can be. But that's not it at all. YouTube is the story. It's not a stage to stand on, it's a current to surrender to. When you realize that and submit, everything changes. Your life stops being entirely your own. It becomes half yours and half everyone else's. And if you follow the crumbs that life on display leaves behind, if you let the current pull you where it wants you to go, then you're not just posting videos anymore. You're truly sailing into uncharted waters, sharing the wheel with everyone watching. A few months ago aboard Tally-Ho, I asked Leo what he thought about the vessel Lady Hawk, and about the risk of chasing that dream as hard as I could. He said, "All I can say is if it feels right, then it feels right." And at the time, I knew it didn't. Ever since the first time I set foot on that boat in 2019, I knew I wanted that ship. But I also knew I couldn't care for her, not with just Haley and me. Not with the income that we had. She was too much vessel, too much story for two people alone. And yet, soon, I would return to Gabriola, and suddenly, Lady Hawk would feel right.
My own YouTube channel. I'm just
What?
I'm just trying to learn how to do it.
Dude, I do it all on my phone.
Let me show you
This is Sailing Vessel Gypsy, a Danish gaff ketch we met briefly back in Tribune Bay. They raised anchor about an hour after we did, and somehow, as if by design, they arrived right alongside us in Nanaimo. So obviously we went to the Dinghy Dock pub and got to know each other. See, the thing is, I'm pretty sure this boat was built by the same shipyard, maybe even by the same man who built Lady Hawk and the Dagmar Arn. Bill was a very kind man, and he offered to have us all aboard and take a look at it. Obviously, we took him up on that.
That'll work.
for the tour.
Keep us safe.
It didn't have bulwark doors, and I thought,
That's, yeah.
oh, I'm getting old. These are going to be really nice.
Yeah, the Providence had them, and it was the best move. They swang out, though, and it was horrible.
Yeah, I didn't like that. They got to swing in.
Standing on her decks, I felt something between bitter jealousy and deep respect for Bill, her owner. It was like a thorn in my side, because I knew I had a vessel like this at my fingertips, and all I had to do was reach out and grab it. But the time wasn't right. Not yet. I had no way to make the boat pay for itself. My YouTube show definitely wasn't there yet. And now, that desire for Lady Hawk, it didn't just float below the surface. It pressed on me, like a weight I couldn't ignore, a question I had to answer.
Kind of a niche that I carved, about 30 years ago or so, is just making classic sails that look like they belong on classic boats.
Absolutely.
And they're efficient.
And I can only imagine that not many people want to take the time to hand sew anything.
Well, actually, a lot
nowadays.
of times it's a cost.
Yeah.
These
Makes
these
sense.
kind of sails, they get the handwork and they're parked there.
Oh, of
Yeah.
course.
You're hand sewing the bolt ropes on,
Yeah.
all the kringles and everything.
Yeah, do you do the tapers like I'm used
Yeah,
to seeing
the
on
rat tails.
Hassie and stuff? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
super
Wow.
There, you could probably see this one here.
This is such a cool boat. Very.
cool. Oh, yeah.
Here's the rat tail. Here's one.
Oh, yeah.
See it too.
Do you have to unwind the whole lay of the rope
Yeah,
and
you
then...
have to unlay it, and then you have to lay it back up again.
Wow, it's
Oh,
beautiful.
it's incredible.
That-
Oh, it's so good.
Wow, dude.
It's beautiful. I mean, it's like embroidery.
So what we have is we have
But
these special
functional.
fids that we use, which is really
Oh.
cool.
Yeah?
Like what
The
kind of
reason,
fids?
the only way you can get them in so tight is your fid you make that's a kringle. This goes back to Viking era. Viking sails and things had just a soft kringle, and then you make it hard by putting a ring in it.
The sail is so soft.
Yeah, it's so the feel of it, everything. It's Dacron, right? But it doesn't feel
It's
like
polyester.
It. Polyester.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful work. And so now I'm taking a leap of faith. And that faith is in you, the viewers. Because I've come to believe that this plan, this voyage to sail tequila from Mexico to Canada aboard Lady Hawk, isn't just mine anymore. It's ours. And you've proven that by joining the Founders Circle by the hundreds. By showing that what we're building together has legs.
Yeah. 1958 B&W Alpha 343V,
It's meant for
3-cylinder, 2-stroke. This is the scavenging pump. There's no valves. These loop scavenge, so the piston goes down, goes through a exhaust port. The exhaust blows into that big box, continues to go down. This pump pumps air in, does a loop scavenge, and it comes up and fires again. Wow. So it's a chainsaw motor. Yeah.
Connecting.
This is way, I should have a 2-cylinder in here.
Yeah, way overpowered.
Way overpowered, but if I want to tow all you guys down the channel, it's not a problem.
Moving along, Nathan and I set sail for Gabriola. A full circle, hundreds of miles behind us, dozens of anchorages, new friends, and quiet mornings all coming to a close. It felt like the trip was over, like we tied a neat little bow on the story. But the truth was, the story wasn't done with me yet. What I didn't know was that the final piece of the puzzle was still waiting for me. The final spark, the last breadcrumb. The moment that would tip everything over the edge. The point of no return. Back home, on the edge of an answer to a question I didn't even know was being asked. It's Dan's going away party. Katie's replacing him. She calls herself the Margarita Witch, and it turns out there's more truth to that than we realized. Because this, right here, this is where the idea of Mariner's Spirit came to me. In the form of tequila, remembering Lady Hawk, dreaming of how to make her pay for herself. And then, the aha moment. All because I finally paid attention to the hints that life was giving me. So if you want to see this boat sail cargo again, if you want to help revive the lost Pacific trade route to sail tequila from Mexico to Canada, then please join us. And in return, I submit myself to the journey, to YouTube, and to the story that belongs to all of us.